So students, our next topic is mechanism of breathing, that means inhalation and exhalation. So students, breathing is a continuous process that occurs all the time throughout our life. So it involves two processes, inhalation and exhalation. So what is the difference between inhalation and exhalation? Inhalation means breathe in and exhalation means breathe out. So inhalation, it refers to taking in air from atmosphere, that means taking in air from atmosphere, that is called inhalation, and exhalation, giving out of air. In inhalation, ribs move up and outwards, ribs, and inhalation exhalation, ribs move down and inward. In inhalation, diaphragm contracts and move down and flatten. Exhalation, diaphragm relaxes and moves up to the original curved position. Inhalation, space in the chest cavity increases, and exhalation, space in chest cavity decreases. Inhalation, air rushes into the lungs, and exhalation, air pushed out of the lungs. Inhalation, lungs get filled with air. Exhalation, lungs reduce in size and air goes out. So next is inhalation. Inhaled air is rich in oxygen. And composition of inhaled air. So students, composition of inhaled air and composition of exhaled air, these both are important. So composition of inhaled air, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.04%, nitrogen 79%. Composition of exhaled air, oxygen 16.4%, carbon dioxide 4.4%, nitrogen 79%. Next is breathing rate. So students, breathing rate refers to number of times a person breathes in 1 minute. That means in 1 minute, number of times person breathe. This is called the breathing rate. And breathing rate for a normal healthy adult is 15 to 18 breaths per minute. So during an activity, that means breathing rate during exercise or running. So this is equals to 20 to 25 breaths per minute. And breathing rate during sleep or drowsiness, this is equals to 12 to 14 breaths per minute. So students, next is some respiratory diseases. Also an exchange of gases and air sacs in lungs. So students, the inhaled air reaches the air sacs, which are surrounded by thin capillaries containing blood. An exchange of gases takes place between the blood and air sacs. So blood takes in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide, which is expelled during the exhalation. So oxygen carrying blood circulates oxygen to all the body parts, and oxygen in the blood is taken up by a special red pigment called hemoglobin. So next topic is our overview of respiratory process. So in overview, first one is breathing, then transport of gases by blood, then after that exchange of gases, and after that cellular respiration. And last topic is some respiratory diseases. So that is number one is bronchitis. It can be due to viral infection and exposure or to chemical and pollutants. So it leads to inflammation in bronchi, and there may be heavy and sometimes greenish discharge with cough. So it can be prevented by avoiding exposure to pollutants and treating the infection with antibiotics. Antibiotics are those medicines or drugs which fight against the infection. Next is asthma. So it is another respiratory disease. It is due to hypersensitivity of bronchioles in the lungs due to allergy of some chemical and pollutants in air. So person feel difficulty in breathing, and there may be constant coughing and spasm in the bronchioles. It can be prevented by avoiding the dust, smoke, and other allergic substances. It also treated by taking antibiotics recommended by your doctor. So next one is pneumonia. It can be due to bacterial viral infection. The fluid gets accumulated in air sacs, and the person has difficulty in breathing due to blockage. So The person may have heavy and persistent cough with fever. So it can be prevented by taking precautions such as avoiding exposure to cold. And the infection by this infection also cured by the use of antibiotics. So antibiotics are more useful drugs uh, in the cure of respiratory diseases. So students, our chapter is completed. So please read this chapter, and this diagram, summary of respiratory process, this diagram is very important, and please try to make this diagram and other diagram also of this chapter. Thank you, students.